On one of those occasions in Sahih Muslim, that when Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, the other zalim of that period of time, that when he catapulted the Kaaba, and then he entered into Mecca, and Abdullah ibn Zubair, the companion of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam radiyallahu anhuma, and he was killed, that he strung him, they built a scaffold, and they crucified him, and they left his dead body on the road leading to Medina, just outside of Mecca. Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma was alive at that time, because the Sahaba were widespread still. He came and he saw the hanging body of Abdullah ibn Zubair, and he said, Assalamu alaykum, Aba Khubayb, referring to Abdullah ibn Zubair. Assalamu alaykum, Assalamu alaykum. He repeated it 3 times. He said, is this not that which I used to forbid you from? He's addressing him. Is this not what I used to forbid you from? Is this not what I used to forbid you from? Meaning that I used to advise you, don't stand up, don't allow yourself to be destroyed by these zalimun. And then he said that indeed we used to know you for good. And indeed we used to know you for salah and for fasting and for keeping the blood ties. And that you have been killed unjustly. And then he went. Then Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, who was in Mecca at the time, that he called for the mother of Abdullah ibn Zubair. The mother of Abdullah ibn Zubair, you know who it was? Who knows her name? Asma bint Abi Bakr. The daughter of Abu Bakr was the mother of Abdullah ibn Zubair. So he sent some of his soldiers to her house. And he said to her with a message, come, Hajjaj ibn Yusuf wants to speak to you. She said, I will not go to him. So they came back and she said she's not coming. He said, go back to her and tell her either she comes or I'll have her dragged by her hair to me. So they went back to her. She was over 90 years old at that time. So he went back. The messengers, they went back. And they said to her that either you come with us, or he said that he's going to have you dragged to him by your hair. This is a Sahabiyya, daughter of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. So she said, tell him I will not come to him unless he drags me by my hair. So then Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, when the message came back to him, he got up and put his shoes on, and then he went to see her. He said to her, are you not the possessor of the 2 belts? She said, by Allah, I am the possessor of the 2 belts. The belts that when the Prophet ﷺ was making hijrah to Medina, that she was the one that she helped her father Abu Bakr and the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, that she hung the food for them in the tree, and in some narrations mentioned that she tied the food for them into a leather pouch, so that the leather pouch was tied by belts, and then she was known as the possessor of the 2 belts. So he said to her, then he started talking to her, he said to her that if you want me to pull him down, then I demand that you beg me. Tell me. And she said, no, I will not ask you for anything. And I do not accept anything from you. I will not accept anything from you. And I don't want anything from you. So then, this Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, he tried to argue with her. So Asma bint Abi Bakr said to Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, she said to him that by Allah, I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam say that there will come 2 men who are both Thaqafis, meaning from Banu Thaqif, from Ta'if. Both of them, they will appear. One of them is a kadhab, and the other one is a mass murderer, is a murderer and a killer. She said, I already know who the kadhab is. And as for the murderer, I do not see except that it is you. Hajjaj ibn Yusuf put his head down and left. Then they cut down the body of Abdullah ibn Zubair and they threw it amongst the graves of the Jews. That's what they did to the Sahabi. Yet Abdullah ibn Umar did not rebel against him. And the Sahaba that were alive at the time, they did not rebel against Hajjaj ibn Yusuf. None of them. When they came to Anas ibn Malik about Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, and they said to Anas ibn Malik, do you not see what Hajjaj is doing? Anas ibn Malik said, I advise you with patience. I exhort you with patience. For indeed I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say show patience up until you meet me at the Hawd Yawm al-Qiyamah, up until you meet me at the lake.